How to play the guitar, part whatever. There are going to be a bunch of these. How to play the electric guitar, rock guitar, or any guitar for that matter. I took one guitar lesson from one of the dudes in Marietta, Georgia, from one of the dudes who would play John or George in the Broadway version of a thing called Beatlemania, which took advantage of how extraordinarily popular the Beatles were in the 70s. I mean, it was just ridiculous how popular they were. They probably sold more records in the 70s than they did in the 60s. Anyway, so he's like, I'm the guy who played George and I'm sitting there thinking, yes, it'd be a big deal. You know, who cares? You know, and he's sitting there and he's running through riffs and showing off, and I'm sitting there with my brand new guitar. Never buy a brand new guitar. Do what Joan Jett says. Buy a used, broken-in guitar. Why? He helped me tune this brand new Les Paul guitar. So that was standard tuning. A 440 is it called, tuning, and it was perfect. And within 2 minutes, the guitar was so new that it let itself get out of tune. So, okay, so never buy a brand new guitar. It takes forever to break them in. This brand new strings take forever to stretch out properly. They will, you know, if you put in brand new strings and start playing, they will stretch out and your guitar will go out of tune. Anyway, fingers versus picks or plectrum. Plectrum. That's what McCartney preferred to call it, a plectrum. That's the original term for a guitar pick. I wish I had a guitar pick handy, but I don't. I'm going to go get one. Hang on. Okay. This is a guitar pick, a plectrum. Now, by this time, I hope you have learned, that's fine. By now, I hope you have learned some chords, some basic chords. I hope you bought a book with AC/DC's Back in Black in it and learned the chords. Easy song. The Who's Won't Get Fooled Again uses the same chords. Wow! The Led Zeppelin song Rock and Roll uses the same chords. D, G, A, a very simple blues type of structure. All three of those songs use the same or extremely similar chords. You know, so you learn these chords, and suddenly you're able to play Back in Black live, or in your home studio. Anyway, by now you've learned, and you can make some noise. You know how to plug your guitar into a pedal. I bought a death metal pedal, which is why I tend to call the really aggressive metal death metal instead of speed metal or thrash metal or goth metal or death. I call it death metal because I have a death metal pedal. And when you hear me play riffs in one of my songs that sounds like metal, it's because I had a death metal pedal. And I plugged my guitar into that and plugged that into my computer. And anyway, the lesson is, I went to this one guitar lesson, and then I was like, you know, this guy's, forget it. I don't need this guy. I don't need his guitar lessons. He can't teach me anything. I played with a pick for a couple minutes, and then he said, show me one of your songs, and I started playing him She's So Ugly on my guitar, and I was using just my fingers. And he was, oh my God, man, you can't use your fingers in a pick. You gotta pick one of them. Pick a plectrum or your fingers and learn how to play guitar with one of them. Bullshit. Bullshit. When I was able to play guitar, when I was still physically able, which I'm not, able to play a guitar, I played it any damn way I felt like. And I advise you to do the same. And I advise you to wail. Plug into your death metal pedal, plug into the back of your computer, get something like Pro Tools or Asset Music in a free uncopyrighted loop that you're allowed to make as many copies of as you want, and just copy it across your project screen, your song that you're recording, to keep time. Keeping time is hard. I can't keep time by myself, but if I got a loop of cymbals or whatever, I can plug in. So never mind. Use a pick if you feel like it. Use your fingers if you feel like it. Do whatever you want. But wail on it. Practice, 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 practice. One of the songs I'm most proud of is something called You Don't Care, and it's based on me improvising this. I'm going to play you part of one of my improvs. And it's just me wailing on the guitar, and I advise you to do the same every day. Do it for hours. Do it as much. Have some fun with it. You know, there's nothing as much fun as playing in a band and wailing, or sitting by yourself at home with your electric guitar plugged in and just wailing and playing whatever you know how to play, and experimenting with it and stretching yourself and doing whatever comes to mind. And here is part of a practice of me wailing, which I was just listening to in the car, which made me think of doing this guitar lesson for y'all. I have to find this file. It's called, I didn't have a name for it. I was doing A7 by using the 3 fingers for the A and then hitting the high E string to make it a 7th. I was doing da 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 da. Sounds real impressive. It's easy like you would not believe. I'm going to copy this on top of my image, so you can hear this for real. Just wail, man. Just wail. It doesn't matter if you sound like an idiot. Practice, practice, practice. Here it is. But before you wail, before you goof around, tune up. The most important thing I can teach you about playing the guitar, always tune up first, and then practice until you're blue in the face. And the more you practice, the better you're going to be. Teach yourself as many songs as you can. You can download what are called tabs from the internet for songs like I Want to Be Sedated by the Ramones. Easy song to play. Easy chords. And they've got these little tab pictures which show you a box with the 6 strings on the fretboard of a guitar, and you hold down, it shows you which strings you need to hold down in order to play the C7 chord that's in I Want to Be Sedated. And you can play I Want to Be Sedated at home, and I did that when my friend Mercy and her man Ken were visiting me, and my eldest daughter Victoria was hanging around, and she loved singing I Want to Be Sedated by the Ramones with me doing guitar and Mercy doing the vocals. Mercy's a really great singer. I mean, she's just awesome. I'm not. And eventually, about a year later, I played her the song I Want to Be Sedated by the Ramones, the actual recording, and she was like, well, I don't like this so much. She loved it when we were messing around with it. She loved it. So mess around. It doesn't matter if you use a pick or not. If you're going to, even if you're going to do arpeggios, it doesn't matter if you use your fingertips or if you use a pick. Whatever. So the guitar lesson today is tune up, plug your junk in, use the time you have spent to learn some chords and some messing around, and load up something to keep time, a metronome or a loop like that, a free loop of cymbals or drums, and just wail. That's my lesson. Wail. Practice. Practice. And then you can have a song. So after listening to this lesson, I want you to go listen to my song, You Don't Care, which is off of the album Mercy Love. I did do vocals on the original recording. I am not loading that up here because I can't sing. And when I was singing it, I was really emotional about it. I was singing about, the whole album was about, and I didn't realize it consciously, it was all subconscious. The whole album was about my marriage falling apart. And so You Don't Care was me talking about my ex-wife not giving a damn about how I felt. So you don't care how I feel, you don't care if I hurt, all you care about is you. The universe revolves around you. And that song came out of this wailing. I wrote the song because I did this wailing practice. So practice, have fun, and just do it. Okay? Thank you. Thank you for listening. Thanks for your patience. I know I digress a lot and BS a lot, and I apologize, but that's just me. Thank you for watching. Bye. 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 I'll talk to you again soon. Stop.